Well, legal is giving me a lot of trouble on the word terminate. So if we could just sort of figure out something a little less thorny, like alleviate you of your duties.
Even for movie buffs, there are still titles that you might never have heard of, but are really good. Those rare gems that brighten your day. The 2009 film Up in the Air might just fit into that category, so let's dive into it. The plot focuses on George Clooney's character, a guy whose job is to fire people. Other key cast members are Vera Farmiga, who plays his love interest, and Anna Kendrick, who portrays his new and very ambitious colleague.
We're here to make limbo tolerable, to ferry wounded souls across the river of dread until hope is visible, and then stop the boat, shove them in the water, and make them swim.
This is a movie not about a man who makes a decision, but more about a man who comes to an epiphany. And we don't see where he goes. But I don't think that's actually as important. The movie asks a question and puts it back on the audience. Asking the audience, who and what do you want in your life? Where do you want to go?
The questions that it poses, you know, to investigate in your own life, what you know, ultimately, when you do land, you know, and you come down and you've got to plug back into reality. What is important to you? You know, what is your purpose in life? Who is part of that, you know, and to define that.
The Maplewood card, how dare you bring that into this palace?
The Hilton offers equal value and better food, but the Maplewood offers warm cookies at check-in.
They got you with the cookies?
I'm a sucker for simulated hospitality.
Up in the Air was based on the 2001 novel of the same name. The big screen adaptation was released in '09 at the height of the financial crisis, making the topics very personal for a lot of people. In one scene, we see the reactions of folks who've just gotten fired. Funnily enough, they weren't actors, but real people who had just been laid off. They were asked to react to the camera the way they really wanted to have responded to their boss at that moment. And that's exactly the strength of this film. It depicts real men and women like you and me, not folks who have to murder people for a living, go to the most unrealistic high schools, or any of that other Hollywood phoniness. Anna Kendrick also adds to the level of authenticity, as she was still a relative unknown when she was cast. She then had to act opposite the great George Clooney.
We went out one night and you know, I was sort of telling him about how nervous I'd been, and was still nervous about doing all these scenes with him, and you know, how was I gonna go toe-to-toe with him all the time, and he was just like, because you're gonna do it offset, you're gonna make fun of me right now, we're gonna be fine, you're gonna do great, and it made me feel like I was allowed to kind of treat him like a little brat sometimes.
In the end, Up in the Air became a big hit, making back over 6 times its budget and earning 6 Oscar nominations, including Best Picture, while Clooney, Kendrick, and Farmiga all got noms in the Actor and Actress categories. As the holidays are coming up, we conclude our trivia with some airport travel tips from George.
Never get behind people traveling with infants. I've never seen a stroller collapse in less than 20 minutes. Old people are worse. Their bodies are littered with hidden metal, and they never seem to appreciate how little time they have left on Earth.
Like what you see? Subscribe to our channel for more exclusive clips.